Okay, a second. Okay. So first thing I want to do is I want you to just go up there on the mat and swing a couple times.
Here?
Yep. No, on that mat. This one. Yep. So that's like a driving range. You know, just pretend like you're out there on the range.
Is it this way?
Yes. Yeah, like that. So you want the face. That's called the face of the club.
Okay.
This is called the face. This is the club head. This is the shaft. That's the grip.
Okay.
Main things you need to know. So basically, you want the face pointed where you're aiming at the start.
Okay.
And as you're going to learn, it's a pendulum. So you just want the club basically in the middle.
Okay.
In the middle when you start. So just hold it. Get a good grip on it where you got a good hold on it. And yeah, any old way. And just imagine you're going to hit a golf ball and let's see what you do.
Okay.
See what your instinct is. Pretend like you're going to hit it hard.
Okay.
Make a big old swing and hit it hard. Whatever it is.
Like above my shoulder even?
If you want, yeah. If you can. Good.
Like that.
Do it again. Good deal.
It makes me nervous to go this way. I don't know what
Is it because you're sensing stuff in the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I gonna hit something?
No, you're not.
Okay.
No, definitely not. But that's good. You're sensitive to all that, which is actually a good skill for learning and playing golf. So you'll get comfortable in here after a little while. Go ahead and whack that foam ball. It's just a foam
So
ball.
I can just whack it into that?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, cool.
No, it's neat.
Oh, I didn't even
That's good.
hit it.
That's okay. You made a nice motion. Go ahead and do that again. Swing nice and hard. Hell yeah, Stephanie. Okay. All right. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Oh man, you're gonna be great.
Okay. Sweet.
That's all I need to see.
Sweet.
That was good. That was good. That was good. So your swing,
I'm like, I'm not sure about
your swing's gonna change so dramatically when you learn a little bit. So the first couple sessions together, it's a lot of teaching, and then once you learn the stuff that you need to know, then I'll come in and coach. But I'm also gonna coach you how to ultimately be your own coach in golf. And everything that you learn, you'll be able to kind of take and keep running with it if you so desire. Kind of like learning, you know, if you show somebody how to play a C chord, they can play a C chord. If you show them how music works, they can play A minor 7 if they want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's I'm going to show you how music works.
Okay.
So go ahead and have a seat.
Okay.
So first two sessions, it's a lot of ham and egg. You come up here, and then you're in lecture mode. So it's a little bit of because I'm not a golf instructor. I'm not a golf instructor. I am a golf teacher and a golf coach, and teaching comes prior to coaching. So, because if I can lay the bedrock of information, the coaching works really good. Otherwise, if I was just a golf instructor, you'd be up here and I'd be saying, move your arm like this, move your foot like, do all this stuff. And you'd be like, what's the point of all this? You know what I mean? And then you're never set free. So that's not my business model. I want to set my students free, ultimately, or have them be empowered. So this is going to be probably the longest lecture. Okay, and it's change your mind to change your swing. So I'm not even going to tell you how to swing the club today. I'm going to tell you what the swing is. You're going to come up here after I'm done doing my spiel, and you're going to swing the club differently than you just did, just by listening to what I'm about to say. So, okay, so the golf swing is a pendulum. Everything that we need to know comes from our understanding of pendulum physics. Okay, so you want to hit the ball far in golf. Distance is more important than accuracy. And a fundamental pursuit of distance creates accuracy. If we were just to pursue accuracy, we would never get around the course that way. So we got to pursue the distance. So what creates power in golf, or the ability to produce distance? It's how fast can you get the club to go? at the time it hits the ball. It's called club head speed, will be the golf term, but that's a good term because it's literal. The golf terms that aren't literal, I don't use. But the golf terms that are literally what they say, then I like those terms. So club head speed. We want to produce club head speed. The club head, whacking the ball, okay? So if we wanted to produce more speed out of a pendulum, we would make a double pendulum, meaning we got two arms now. So I got an arm and I got an arm, this being the second fulcrum, and that causes the club to swing. See, I'm just making a basic double pendulum motion with my wrist and my arm here. So I'm swinging my arms and I'm letting my wrist go. I'm holding onto the club and I'm letting my wrist go, and that's making a basic double pendulum motion. That's what a golf swing is. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? So that's what the swing is. Now we step inside the macro concepts. We haven't even got to fundamentals yet. We might not even talk about fundamentals today. So we will within the first two sessions, but macro concepts. So the most important and first macro concept is your job is not to coordinate the movements of the club with all the movements of your body through space and time, while in the 1.4 seconds it takes to swing a golf club. That is how most people instruct golf, which is why golf is notoriously known as a difficult or near impossible game. Because if you were having to coordinate 25 different things in 1.4 seconds, and good luck with that. That would be tough. So notice this. Notice as I'm swinging the club, all I'm doing is making a double pendulum. You see how my body moves? It's just moving. It's moving a little bit.
Yeah.
It's caused by the club.
Yeah.
So the body is what they call the subconscious mind. It's not a subset of the mind or the brain. It's the body. And your conscious mind is not your brain either. Your brain is a processor and a receiver. It's your thought. It's you.
Okay.
Right? It's the metacognition. Okay? So you've got cognition. Now, your cognition is able to have lots of control as humans over our hands and our arms. So, in the body, the subconscious is designed to respond. If you don't eat for 3 days, it's going to kick off an autophagy process. If you stare at the sun in the morning, it sets off your circadian rhythm, and then melatonin gets released at night. It's a bunch of autonomous processes is the body. Autonomous, automatic. Okay, so the body will automatically respond to the movement of the club as long as the body is relaxed.
Okay.
So the only thing you have to do with your body in golf is stand there in a relaxed way. The rest of your thought is going to be about how am I moving this golf club.
Okay.
Call that being club conscious. Were you about to say something?
No.
Okay. So if you notice, if I swing it a little harder, it animated my body more. If I'm just making a little motion with the club, it animates my body accordingly. All I'm doing is choosing from putting, animates my body accordingly. All I'm doing is choosing how I'm going to move the club.
Okay.
So that's all you really have to learn is how to swing the club. So I call that becoming club conscious. And that's really the hallmark, besides the teaching bit and the humanistic education style, which you'll see when we learn the fundamentals. The thing that makes me different than every other instructor, besides my mentor, is we teach the club. But that's the right way to do it if you understand the basic thing I said about neuroscience there. So now the power source. Okay, we know that power is important from what we just learned prior. What is going to create the speed? Well, I already kind of showed it to you. It's the double pendulum. What's creating the double pendulum? It's your hands and your arms. So I get a lot of students in here, and this is not you, right? So, but a lot of students in here because they pick up a lot of information about golf. They've taken lessons. Not everyone's a raw beginner. I like raw beginners because I can just breeze through all this stuff, and they're
I
not
love that with my students too.
right. Because otherwise, you got to deconstruct all the
Yeah.
bad ideas.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's actually I can get someone to go from I've never touched a club before to golfing way faster than I can get someone to go from 93 to 85.
Yes. Yep, I understand. That's
You
perfect.
know? Yeah.
That's cool.
And so people will tell me, you know, because they teach power comes from the ground. I'll just be entertaining for a second, you know, just so you can see how crazy this is. Power comes from the ground. Okay, sure. It's an inanimate object. Power comes from the hips. Swing the club with your hips. Good luck with that. Or, okay, it's the rotation of the body. Okay, well, if I stiffen my arms and rotate, yeah, okay, good luck hitting the ball far, doing that, right? But as you'll learn, you can hit the ball 90% of your max distance with your feet touching. You heard this now. Making a speed. You know, so it's the hands and arms that swing the club in this double pendulum way and produce all the speed. So now, to take it back to the top, your job is to use your hands and your arms to make a double pendulum swing, and the double pendulum swing will automatically animate the body.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the basic premise we're going here. So now it's like, okay, that's a manageable task. And then the third thing about this, which is, I've kind of already said the story, is that it's a dynamic swing. So it's a feedback loop. You send the signal out to the club creates the energy back into the body animates, and the club moves. All that happens through space and time. Golf is very much instructors. They teach positions. You know, you're not right at this position, but it's a dynamic interplay through space and time. So you can't really look at it like that. But because you have no prior golf experience, it's great. I don't have to deconstruct your positional outlook of the golf swing. You know, people that are like been practicing, you know, every position, and they have all these pictures in your head of what they think it's supposed to be from reading too much Golf Digest or whatever. They
Nah, all I'm thinking about is SNES Classic Kirby. That's literally the only experience I have holding a golf club.
Okay, so now I want you to come back up here, and so your job is to make that double pendulum motion with your hands and arms, and let it move you, and swing for the speed. Try to create a nice.
So I'm not too tall. I'm not gonna hit that.
You're not. No. So okay. I'll show you why. So here, you stand there, and I'll show you why. Okay. So we play golf on a side address position. Okay. So if we were playing croquet, the swing would be up and down.
Okay.
And then we would hit it. But we're not playing croquet. So look, as you swing, see how the club swings on basically an angle here, 45-degree angle. You would have to lift your arms straight up. You're not going to do that.
So when I go this way, it's going behind my back.
It goes, but exactly. It will do that. It's built into the physics of staying to the side. There's nothing.
If I go like this, it's going that way.
Exactly.
Ew.
And then, yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah.
So you just want me to swing it again?
Yeah. Just swing it again. Let me. I'm gonna capture this. Holy shit.
Is that actually good?
That was fucking unbelievable. What did you just do?
I don't know. I just kept thinking about, like, because I was trying to relate to you like a teacher. So it's like, okay, well then the club is like probably like my student. Like I can't I have to like, and then this is just like, that's what I did. I don't know.
Do it again. That was the craziest thing.
Okay.
Holy shit. That was awesome.
Hilarious. Okay.
That's okay.
Good.
That's okay.
But
Don't wind up. Just swing it back and just stand there. The club's gonna move your shoulders and your feet as much. You just gotta stand there and just move the club. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Heck yeah. Look at that. Come on, Stephanie. You hear that just flipped them out? That was freaking great.
So because then the goal is to get it farther too.
The goal is to project the ball.
So I was trying to think distance, like go further. I don't know.
Exactly.
I was trying to pick some of the things you said.
That is a beautiful golf swing. Okay,
Cool.
look. That is I've never seen anybody just that. So like we learn the fundamentals and pluck out a couple of hurdles. You're gonna have a pretty dang good golf swing
That's funny.
in a hurry.
I also heard you say relax.
Relax.
I'm kind of a neurotic person, so I was trying to relax.
Well, that's why golf's good for you too. It's going to help you with your nervous system and all that jazz. Great stuff. And you also fixed your grip just from watching me.
Yeah, I guess.
You're
I
really
wasn't thinking about
observant.
it.
Okay, well you gripped it real nice all of a sudden.
Okay.
Okay. So before we hit the ball, I want to put you in a good position for that to happen. And so let's ham and egg it one more time.
Okay.
Great job, Stephanie.
Thanks.
That was sick. You
That's
felt
so
how different
funny.
the swing was, right?
Yeah,
I told you.
it felt
I told you about
totally
the
different.
completely different.
Yes.
Okay, so change your mind, change your swing. So, okay, so the main things to know about when you go to hit the object. Okay. So hurdles, everybody has hurdles usually, unless you're younger than the age of 4. Once the logical mind develops,
Yep.
then you start to have hurdles. So hurdles are suppositions of the logical mind that are unhelpful and untrue because they're counterphysics. But they're not idiotic. Everybody has them. They're counterintuitive. Golf is slightly, the only reason golf is difficult, there's 2 reasons golf can be difficult. The course can be very challenging because the architect their whole job is to mess with you. And not every course is as hard as every other course. Like, you can go to Lake Park in Louisville, it's very benign course. And then you can play Oakmont outside of Pittsburgh and then going to eat your lunch, even if you're a great player. So there's a lot of variance. But the golf course is the challenge. The other thing about golf that makes it difficult, besides having bad information, which is where I come in, is that it's slightly counterintuitive. Okay, so let's remove some of the counterintuitiveness before you go to hit the golf ball, because hitting the golf ball is a little counterintuitive. So the first one that most everybody has is they see the ball on the ground, they understand that the ball gets up in the air, and so the logical instinct is I'm gonna lift the ball up into the air. Okay? That's not how it really works out. Your job is just to whack this thing. Just put a blow on it. And the club is going to send it up in the air. Your job, if anything, is to hit it so hard that it just projects. Okay? Like Harvey Phoenix says, swing it like it's a weed whacker. Whack it. Just whacking the ball. What actually happens is the club comes down, it's going to hit the ball before it hits the ground, because if it hit the ground first, the ground would slow the club down. Or block your shot, essentially. The ball hits the face of the club. It rides up the grooves. These are the little grooves, those little rivets in the face. That's friction, produces backspin. The club has loft. See, it's about 45 degrees of loft. This would be 0 degrees, my hand. And so the ball comes off at an angle with backspin, interacts with the air, and it flies up in the air. Okay? If I were to lift the ball, I would either do one of 2 things, which is what a lot of golfers do. Because I'll play with a guy, just casually, like, like this guy from Networking Group, and I'm like Steve, I'm like, bro, you're trying to lift the ball in the air, aren't you? He's like, yeah, I'm trying to get under it, and I'm like, that's what everybody says. Well, first of all, how are you going to get under the hard ground? You can't. So you're either going to hit the ground, like I said, or you're going to miss the ground and you're still trying to get under the ball. So now the club's coming up. When it hits the ball, it will catch the top half of the ball and the ball will just roll on the ground. So that's what happens. So your job is not to do any of those things. Your job is to hit it like it's a drum head. Just striking it.
Okay.
whack-a-mole. Hitting the ball. Okay?
Okay.
Now, the second thing about this is you do not need to consciously focus on the ball to hit the ball.
Okay.
And it's better if you don't.
Okay.
Okay, so your visual system is going to disengage 220 milliseconds before the ball. Your downswing, the time it goes from here to here, it's called the downswing. You're swinging back down. This is called the backswing. This is called the downswing. Pretty logical. That's about 300 milliseconds. So you got like 80 milliseconds of consciousness in your downswing. Okay, that's like the time it takes to flam your drumsticks. You know, so the subconscious, your autonomic nervous system, is able to intuitively make adjustments on your behalf up to 8 milliseconds before the ball. So your autonomic nervous system is going to figure out how to hit the ball. Will it do it on the first swing? Don't know. I always say give it 8 swings. 8 is the number of transformation. The autonomic nervous system needs to collect data. So every time you add a new concept, a new layer, does not have to happen in the first swing. It ain't going to take you 3 weeks. It just, the nervous system needs to collect a little bit of data. It's a supercomputer. It's doing rapid calculations and it figures it out. So your job is so basically, here's what's going to happen. You're going to come up here. I want your mind in the club. You obviously put the club down behind the ball. Well, I guess not obviously, but you put the club down behind the ball. Basically putting the ball kind of in the middle of the club face.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm standing there. Okay, now from here, you want to be so focused on you swinging the club based on what you just learned that the ball becomes like having a daydream. You know, it's like you could be kind of zoned out in thought, and I could be over here, you know, organizing my clubs, and you know, and I'd be like, Stephanie, did you see where my 3-wood went? You know, and you'd be like, no, I was not paying attention. But you know, I'm in the room.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So that's your experience with the golf ball, ideally. You know it's there. You're aware that you want to hit it. It's just not your concern. Your concern is the club. Back to the macro concept number 1, becoming club conscious. We want to be fully club conscious. And so those two things could be hurdles. If you were trying to lift the ball in the air and focus intently on the ball, it would block the success of the swing that you just learned.
Got it.
That's why I just showed you that.
Okay.
Okay? So now, I want you to come back up here, revisit your swing. Whenever I say take a practice swing, all I'm saying is just stand a little off to the side of the ball so your swing won't hit it. And then when you hit it for real, you're going to set the club down behind the ball to hit it.
Okay, so I take a practice swing and
Take a couple practice swings, refine what we want to do. So basically your script is, I'm going to make a double pendulum with my hands and arms and keep the body nice and stable and relaxed. Not stable, still, not still. You're just along for the ride. You're standing there. You don't need to do anything. There's really just not a lot going on.
Okay.
And then when you go to hit it, just whack it, and keep focused on the club. Nice swing. Good swing. Yep.
Okay. So just same position, but just forward.
Just move up to the ball. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Good. Good. The club's a touch short. Your brain's going to figure out here in a second. That swung right to the middle of the ball, just slightly above it. Go ahead and hit it.
I'm trying to.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's going to happen here in a second.
Alright. Okay. What am I doing that I'm not hitting it? Oh, no, okay. No, I'm focusing on the ball. I'm not supposed to do that.
You're focusing on the ball?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Okay, do you have any aversion to hitting the mat?
Yeah.
That's what it is then.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So there's some aversion in the mat. So let's pull out the aversion real quick. Let's hand it one more time.
Okay.
Okay, and this will be fundamental number 1. So because you caught one in the mat that was like
Yeah.
stabbed you, and that created the aversion.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. Because you're making beautiful swings. If you have an aversion hitting the ground, you swing right over the ball.
Okay.
So is your subconscious saying, "Don't do that again"?
Okay.
Okay, so it's always something like that. Okay, so the first fundamental is our understanding of pendulum physics. So there's a sequence to this thing. Okay, the fulcrum rotates passively, like I just showed you with the body. It rotates. The body rotates in golf for sure, but it rotates passively. There's the string, and then the mass at the end of the string. Okay, but could we both agree that the club head is leading?
Yeah.
The club head is traveling first through the motion.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So if I make the pendulum, the double pendulum I was just showing you,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta lead with the club head. See, I'm just swinging the club head around me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If my body gets in front of the pendulum, it's gonna come gliding steep into the mat. If my club head stays ahead of my body, see, I was just gonna brush the mat.
Mm.
And look, I can even.
Why does it go too high?
Because
What
you
does
have
your body do when you're going too high?
above the ball?
It's just above them.
It's just your because you had a subconscious aversion to hitting the mat. You told your subconscious is always trying to keep you safe. So your subconscious registered that swinging to the ball would be dangerous, so it didn't let you do that.
Mm.
Your body didn't do anything wrong. You just literally created a condition that would cause you to swing above the ball. So look, you can see I make good hard contact with the ground and just whack it, and it doesn't hurt. Now, if I got my body really super involved in that, I'd get that. See what I mean? So when you come up here and take a couple more practice swings, I want you to consciously swing the club head. The club head leads. The club head brings us back to the ball. The club head pulls you to the finish.
Okay.
Yeah. And just keep the body nice and chill. Moving that club head. Yeah, making that double pendulum motion. Really moving the club head first through space and time. There you go. See how I just nicked the mat?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Good. Mm-hmm. That's the body first.
Yeah.
Really feel yourself move the club head to the ball. There you go. Okay. Good.
Just grab one of these.
Yep. And these are just foam balls. We'll move to the hard ball eventually. Maybe not today, but. Good job. You hit that nice and hard.
Yeah.
There you go. And it was just like a blackout experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you didn't even see yourself hit the ball, right?
See, yeah, and then I can feel the difference when I swing it well.
Correct.
Okay.
Good. So that's what I call self-evidential learning. If you have that ability, you'll be the coach by the end of this thing. Because you'll know exactly what you're doing in real time. You don't even need the ball flight to tell you what's going on.
Okay, that was cool.
That was cool, right? So yeah. You see,
Okay.
so then we just pulled out that aversion, and then so now.
Well, I feel like I've done like 4 really good swings, and I'm like, okay, that felt like the ones that I felt really
In the
good.
practice swing, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So the other thing about this is object-oriented swinging, meaning you're trying to hit the object, comes from out of the cerebellum. When you learn something, it goes into your prefrontal cortex. So that's why I always say give it 8 swings, because it takes just a little bit to feed that into the cerebellum. And then I also say, if I made a big change with student a lesson, give it a couple nights sleep. so that because your brain rewires in your sleep. You don't learn. We're not really learning now. You're going to learn after the lesson. After the lesson, this is really interesting. You might like to know this as a teacher. After the lesson, the brain reorganizes the information in real time. It plays the whole thing again forward, and then in your sleep, it plays the whole lesson again backward. and then it rewires itself. It's fucking wild.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I learned that on Hebrew Lab podcast.
I like that.
And it's cool. Okay, let's just whack a couple more. That's pretty much what you got to learn today, I think. And just have fun with it and see if you can. So the thoughts are what's going to keep you consistent. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to whack this ball. As long as the club head's moving first, we got no problem with hitting the ground. Double pendulum, move the club head. Okay, keep those, or whatever you think to say to yourself, but that's the premise. Keep repeating those thoughts to yourself when you're up there. Good job. Hell yeah.
That's fun.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, you're gonna hit this thing pretty far, actually, Stephanie. You got power. Oh man. Okay, that was good. Let's see. There you go. Good deal.
That's fun.
Good deal. Okay.
I like that.
You like it?
I like that way more than I thought I would too.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm glad you do.
I seriously woke up one night and I was fucking like, I'm gonna learn golf. I don't know why. Seriously, a month ago, I was like, and I've been like I didn't watch any, but you're like people go watch videos. And I've just been like, I'm gonna learn golf. I don't know when.
Good.
I don't know how. And then when I talked to Wayne that way, I'm like, and he was seriously like, what's new? I'm like, I don't know. I think you're gonna learn golf. That's seriously how I talked to you and came here.
That is wild. It was meant to be.
I didn't even go I didn't look for lessons. Well, I did the one day. I'm like golf lessons, and it all looked so impossible.
It all looked impossible, right?
Yeah.
And
I'm like whatever. I don't know.
So if you went and took a lesson from somebody else, it would be a wildly different experience than what you're having today.
I hear that. It's kind of like when people take lessons from me for
yes.
I resonate with you. I teach like you.
You do.
So
Good.
I can literally understand everything you're saying because I teach
I know.
piano like that.
Exactly.
You have to make it accessible and let they can go away and do it themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
And get over the barrier to entry.
Barrier to entry. That's what I'm all about.
That's so fun. Okay.
Okay. You're welcome to hit a couple more.
So it's these ones in here.
Yeah. I think, especially since you're sensitive to the environment, I think hitting the foam ball today is probably good. Okay. Once you get a little more comfortable, you can hit a real ball. It's not going to hurt anything if you want. They're in the green tray.
Okay.
But that was a fucking badass swing though. Okay, so create all the speed in the club. If you create power out of your upper body or the big muscles, it will move the club offline. There you go. There you go. Make a practice swing. Okay. And I just want you to feel yourself only creating energy in the club. And the club's animating your body. Put 100% of the energy into that like that. You feel like that's all swing? And your body moved, but you're not doing anything with the body.
Yeah.
Put all the energy into the club and just kind of be along for the ride. Be along for the ride with the body. There you go, like that. Like that. God damn, you swing fast.
Okay, that's good.
Holy shit.
Okay, let's see. So.
Wow. Yes.
That's fun.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, I'm gonna try. Can I try back here?
Yeah, absolutely. Originally? Absolutely, yes, you can.
Maybe it's bugging me because
it's like. Move the balls. Here's a trick. Here's a secret back off. Your peripheral. This is actually part
of the. I know. I was like, I want to. This make me crazy.
Yeah, so this is part of the etiquette of golf. Your brain can really sense things at your backside.
Yes.
But if I stood right here, you'd be like, Miles, don't stand there, dude.
Yeah.
But if I stand right here, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
So I would put the balls
Interesting.
right. If I put the balls right there, you're good. If you put the balls here, you're gonna like catch it out of the corner of your eye and distract you.
Okay.
Yes, that was a good swing. Yes.
That's fun.
Yes.
I like this. Okay. Actually, you know what's so dumb? I actually like swinging it better without the ball.
No, that's not a problem. In
Is
fact,
that weird?
no. In fact, I would recommend you do that
Okay.
between now and next session.
You're right. The ball's like the whole thing. Because you, in any, like even when you play mini golf, it's like, we gotta hit the ball. I've never
Exactly.
even thought about the club ever.
Right. You want to
And I
just
like
think about the club.
It's kind
Exactly.
of cool. Like, I like the whole.
It's a club.
That's interesting.
Okay, the word golf is a Scottish term for club.
Oh.
So
Okay.
so you're literally playing a game called club.
I like that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
No, that's okay. So if you fall off, that was you putting a little bit of effort into the body. It pulls it
Okay.
off.
So
that's
focus
what.
on the club. Club. That's
Here,
what's-
go ahead and do first container for a second. See how this goes. First container is feet. Swing your feet together,
Okay.
feet touching, and make some practice swings and hit a couple more balls with the feet touching.
Okay.
If you lose balance, you're putting energy into the body, or you're moving the club in a weird way. I don't think you're going to move the club in a weird way, to be honest, right now. But
Okay.
and see if you can just create the speed without now your body doesn't have any room to move. So go ahead and swing the club with your feet touching.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
You see how it nicked the mat nice and perfect?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's what I would
That's
recommend.
fun.
Engage in some feet together swinging, and essentially when you go, see how it just pulled you right around? Yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I like
Exactly.
Should I
So,
try it?
yeah, hit some balls with your feet touching. It's a great exercise. And essentially when you go feet wide again, you want to have a similar experience to this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Good job. Mm-hmm. And keep swinging hard. I love how you're swinging hard. That's
Okay.
so good.
Oh,
Okay.
you can hit the mat.
No,
Fine.
here, let me plug out one more hurdle for a second. So I didn't show you the third hurdle. Okay, so because I see it in there. I didn't see it at first, but then the logical mind got to thinking, and this happens to everybody. So look, it's a pendulum. If we were playing croquet, the face could stay straight. So we get to golfing, and even though we're not showing the ball here just right now, we can. It will pick it up and it'll simulate the whole flight and everything. It
Okay.
just I gotta reboot the thing. It's we're not keeping the face to the target. Look at the pendulum because the club's at an angle. If I make a pendulum at a side, look at the face. It's always turning.
Oh.
You see what I
So
mean?
I'm trying to keep it straight.
And
That's
I saw it. There was a couple motions where
Yeah.
you were bringing it
It doesn't
down,
matter.
and I saw you kind of
Yeah, so I should
finagle it like that,
Yes.
and it caused you to miss
Yep,
the ball.
that's exactly what I'm doing.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew it. Okay, yeah, I saw it. So that's everybody does that. Okay, unless you're like
It's like I've never seen it. I've never even held a golf club really, so I didn't realize
yes.
it was like that angle.
So watch if I'm just swinging. Look how I'm letting the face do whatever the heck it wants to do.
Okay.
So if our primary fulcrum is passive, it always lines up. It always lines up. If I get the primary fulcrum doing a whole bunch of stuff, it does not always line up. That's called chaos in pendulum physics. They really call that chaos. It's the
Okay.
physics word. Okay, so look, no accuracy. If this is relaxed and passive and I'm just letting it go,
Oh.
this is accuracy.
Okay.
You'll hit it nice and straight, pretty straight actually, surprisingly straight.
Okay.
So don't do anything to disturb the natural motion of the club head. essentially. Just let the club face do what it's going to do. There she is.
Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense? Yeah. Like that.
Okay.
Woo!
Cool.
That's okay. That's okay. Keep the power in the club. Just keep the feet together. Keep the power in the club.
Yes. That's fun.
Woo! Yes, that was it. You smacked that thing.
Yeah.
That thing. So that shot that you just hit is you could get it.
Really?
You could get around the course doing that. Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. 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 I mean, you'll hit it even better than that. In time, and you'll be able to apply that to the different clubs. It's only one swing. There's many clubs because some clubs don't go as far. Some clubs go further. Okay. Because that's just about having different quivers in your bag to shoot with. Is all the different clubs are about, right? The putter is just designed to roll the ball, but it's really one basic swing that gets you around the whole thing. So everything you learned today is going to apply to all of the clubs. Little bit of acclimation process as you move through them because they look different. Some of them.
Nice.
But yeah, you're gonna be loving this thing.
Okay. How do I say
So you're a bit in luck. I'm working next weekend. I'm filming my hybrid course model, which is going to be a lot of the teaching information would be online, and then you would just come in for some integration sessions. And so I'm about to launch that product. All the students that sign up with me now for in-person only coaching, I'm giving them the course at that price.
How much is it?
$750 to learn golf. $750 total. You don't have to pay it in one payment.
Really?
You pay me $250 over the next 3 months or something like that.
That'd be great.
Perfect. Deal.
Okay.
Okay. For $250 a month for the next 3 months, I'll teach you. You will be a golfer.
Great.
All right, great.
I'm excited.
Me too, Stephanie. That was freaking thrilling to
This is
watch,
so
actually.
cool.
Yeah. No, I really.
I had no expectations at all.
That's great. No expectations is the only thing I learned from my college golf coach.
That's crazy. I don't remember the last time I tried something that I knew nothing about. This is very fun.
Good. And that's what I was saying in there. That's my hope for you is like give you some exciting.
What should I do?
Get
I need one of
clubs.
these, right?
You do. Go ahead and.
My birthday's next Saturday, so.
Is it really?
I'll just ask people to give me golf stuff.
Have them. So. Yeah, have them get you a set of golf clubs. If you want, I will. I'll. So these clubs are off eBay, and then the other part of the set are from Lou's Golf Shop in
Like, do I
Carrollton.
need, like, how do I even?
I'll help you with that.
Okay.
I'll throw that in. I'll help you source clubs and go get clubs with you. We can make a field trip one day. That'll be one of the sessions. For now.
Do I just practice in my backyard?
Yeah, here, just borrow this for now.
Are you sure?
Yeah. As long as I see you again.
Yeah.
Then you can borrow that.
You a contingency. I see Wayne every week.
Okay, exactly.
So wait. Hold on.
Yeah, borrow that. So yeah, just swing in your backyard for now. Yeah, perfect.
It's so fun.
And just try to keep reviewing the concepts and swing accordingly. There you go.
That's so
Fucking
cool.
god dang, dude.
Wait, actually,
Yeah.
are you saying this to all your students?
No, I really don't.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
everybody has the potential. Everybody has the potential. I'm never going to tell somebody you're not going to be able to do it. But you're making a beautiful golf swing.
But hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That's what I just always have to
The
tell my
hard work
students.
beats talent. Talent doesn't work hard.
Yeah, because all my students, like, when they come in, they're like, oh my god, I'm so good. I'm like, until you
Until
suck.
you're not. Until you're stuck. Yeah, exactly.
Until you suck, we have to
I
rewrite
know.
it.
It's the magic sauce is when talent and hard work align.
Mm-hmm. The quadrant.
So,
that one wasn't good.
wow. And we covered a great amount today. So
This is so cool.
I mean, you're going to be
It's fun.
probably within 2 or 3 sessions, you'll be hitting this thing pretty nice, to be quite honest. Sometimes it takes a little longer. Like, I had a student who was learning golf, and after about the 3rd session, I was like, because I'm not, I don't advocate for golf fitness and all this stuff, but I was like, your hands, you need to strengthen your hands. So I gave her a squeezy ball or she went and got one. And I said, just squeeze this at your office for.
So is that
for
why
a week."
musicians can do it?
Yeah, see, that is helpful.
Because my grip strength is good because I play guitar.
Exactly. So that's helpful. So golfers obviously are not the strongest athletes, but pound for pound, their grip strength is the strongest of all athletes. Pound for pound. So obviously
That makes sense.
a 300-pound linebacker is going to have stronger overall grip strength, but not pound for pound.
Oh.
And now you know what happened, right? It's by lead with the club. Good. So never don't do the thing that you don't want to do. You realize what you want to do, and then it's not don't lead with the body. It's lead with the club. And
But when I swing it at home, do I need something like this so that I don't like damage the club?
no,
Do it in the grass.
you can do it in your grass. That's not going to damage the club at all. Golf course is grass.
Oh.
And I mean, you might take some divots out of your yard.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Grass is not good, so it's good.
That's fine.
And then obviously don't do it inside the house because that could either hurt you or hurt the floor, obviously. So
Okay.
I mean I do it inside the house, but I'm like I can nick I could nick the concrete if I wanted to and
Yeah.
not hurt myself. But
This is awesome.
okay, heck yeah.
So you do it on the weekends typically?
No, I can do it any time.
Okay.
So what here? Take this. What tends to work better for you?
Well, my schedule's erratic. I really work a lot.
Okay, I feel you on your lifestyle. Let's put some on the calendar and do you sell? Yeah. I would do that.